Hey guys, welcome back for another daily crypto market update. This is take two. For some reason, I recorded and TradingView just did an update, which is really strange. But I want to go ahead and talk about several charts. We got to start first with Bitcoin. Now, on the 4-hour chart, BTC is looking okay-ish. I know we have this TBO close short, close long on the 4-hour time frame, and the price is kind of struggling right now to break above 104,000. The real problem I have with this is the fact that price action is just so weak. It's just looking really lame. Like having these really weak closes, less than 1%. It's not a good sign. That and daily volume is also falling off a lot. And then when we look at RSI, it's starting to lose strength as well. Now, that's reflected actually in BVOL 70, which has fallen down quite a bit. If we look here at the daily time frame, BVOL 7D is actually retracing back to the bounce zone, similar to what we've seen before, where it goes up some, and then it goes a little bit, and then finally it goes up. So this increase for Bitcoin, or rather decrease in BVOL 7D tells me that volatility is obviously down, which the price action is clearly telling me. There will be inevitably a large move to one direction or the other. Looking at the weekly time frame, I know the price of BTC is trying to push above this TBO resistance level here at about 106,000. And I know that RSI closed above 70, but volume isn't there yet. I know we have 2 days left in this weekly candle, and I really just want to see it pop higher. I think it can, but this is really weak price action. And because it's weak, we're seeing it negatively affect so many charts. Ethereum is slowly dragging down. Even though volume is outperforming this 30-day moving average, it still looks really good. The trend is clearly still down as far as volume day over day is concerned. It's going down. But looking overall at Ethereum, it's still okay-ish. Stablecoin dominance, we are seeing an increase in this, and that's clear. Here on the 4-hour time frame, we saw a TBO close short on Thursday at midnight East Coast time, and now we're starting to see it curl up. If we get another one of these, it's not going to be such a good thing. Now, we have been waiting for the price to tag the TBO fast line, but as long as it's below the daily TBO cloud, it's still strong bearish, which is actually a really good sign. Bitcoin dominance is retracing back up to the TBO fast line. This is expected behavior after printing a TBO close long, this blue diamond. It's taken a while. I don't necessarily expect Bitcoin dominance to go all the way back up to resistance at 65%. I really do believe that it's going to be going lower, mainly because RSI isn't roaring back up above 70. It's only at 50.48 currently. It closed this new yesterday daily candle at 47.58. There's no strength at all. Others' dominance has fallen. It suffered a lot because of all of the increased fear in the market. I obviously here on stablecoin dominance moving up higher, Bitcoin dominance moving higher. So of course, others is falling. Now on the 4-hour time frame, yes, we have our close long. We are seeing now a open short, and unfortunately, we're below the cloud. But it's just the 4-hour. On the daily, it's actually below the cloud right now too. It's not such a good thing. We were looking so good for such a long time. I still think that we are going to see others' dominance pick up, but short term, we're bearish. And again, BVOL 70 is there. Now, I have other charts that I want to share with you, but before I do, I want to remind you that there's a lot of stuff that we have available already for you at thebettertraders.com. Not just to mention our courses, 2 of which are on sale right now for 30% off, our 2 advanced courses, but even 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom is a great starter course, great intermediate level course. I highly recommend this to pretty much anyone that is looking to automate their trading portfolio with bots, with trading strategies, with Altrady. And if you want more stuff, join the club. There's the TBO, TBT divergence, there's watch lists, trade setups, alerts, indicators, resources, like tons of stuff that's there in the club. So let's keep pressing forward. Going back over here to TradingView, we're going to be talking about these charts. Now, this hype chart is not looking insanely bullish, but this is actually a great chart. It's great because the price remains above this TBO cloud. The TBO cloud is still relatively new. We've just now got a TBO slow line. So now that we have the full cloud here, the TBO fast line's been pointing up really ever since here, the 10th of April. Confirmed TBO open long. And since then, the price has moved up about 46%, which is massive. That's a big deal. Now, zooming in on the 4-hour time frame, we see lots of opportunities to enter on these TBO springboard bounces where we get a quick little dip here. We take a quick little trade, quick little dip, quick little trade. 4 days, not that quick, but compared to some, it's fast. ENA, this one actually fell back to the TBO fast line right here, and it's slowly starting to bounce. It's not seeing this huge bounce, but the short-term target is always going to be the TBO resistance line up here at 46.33. IP has seen a lot of volatility. When we zoom in on the 4-hour time frame, while we don't have TBO support necessarily right here, we can see that there's price-based support. We see the price retracing back over and over and over to about 434. Prices hit resistance also many times over. And this move is nothing to laugh about. Just here to here is 13%. So we got one 13% move there, another 13% move there. It looks like it's going to fall back down for another 12 to 13% move. Kaito, this one is an AI coin. This one had a really good close, 10% basically yesterday, and it closed up 18% wick to wick. On the 4-hour time frame, it did fall inside of the 4-hour cloud, but it's not as strong as the daily, so that's why I'm making this weird face. I am looking at the 4-hour slow line pointing up, which looks really, really good to be honest. But on the daily time frame, it's still super strong bullish. Volume is still outperforming the moving average. I think it could still move up higher. Now, 2 coins, just want to remind you about these TBO breakouts. There's a TBO breakout cluster here on the 4-hour for KCS back on the 29th of April. And since then, it is up 12%. It's not bad for KCS. Maker has a TBO breakout, actually 2 together, and then another one that's separate. Unfortunately, it's not 3 in a row, but I'm still expecting Maker to have an explosive breakout to the upside. My short-term targets are going to be right here, TBO resistance at about 2200. Then of course, right up here, probably right here is more reasonable, 2871 or so. So like 61% increase from the current price. Now, a couple of charts to keep an eye on and watch. XRP has been struggling with this long-term overhead resistance line for a while. I guess not for a while, we should say, because we had this pump and it did move up above it. It used to look like this for the longest time. And then it finally did break above here and it's pushing up higher. But now that it's moved up, now we have to draw out this resistance line. The main thing that's frustrating about this is that we saw 1, 2, 3 days above overhead resistance, and it's fallen back down to the TBO fast line, and it's inside the cloud. Unfortunately, as long as the TBO cloud is basically a rectangle, it's sideways, it's flat, this is telling us there's no strong trend, so there's no real reason for XRP to go up higher. Ton. This one has fallen all the way back down here to TBO support right here, and it's moved up there about 5% or so. I'm really waiting on Ton to move up a lot higher, obviously. If it is going to do a bump and run, and typically a bump and run should see a much more substantial move, at least up here to about $4 or so. Aave, this one is just a great example of trading with fib lines. It's something I talk about in the Smarter Trader course. Again, it's 30% off right now. But seeing this push right above the 0.5 fib level and tagging our 618 for 31%, it's really, really, really great. WIF, I really wish I could show you the chart for this, but unfortunately I don't have it prepped right now for Altrady. But my trade here for WIF is looking incredible. Not only did I sell some right about here for 112%, the TBO automatically told Altrady, close the trade, and it did. The trade's in the green, it's closed. Now on the daily time frame, it's not terrible. Volume is still outperforming the moving average, but not wildly so like it was before. RSI has fallen a lot. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing 2 TBO closed longs. It's not the best sign, but price is still above the cloud. It's still strong bullish. The main thing I'm watching right now is BTC. If it continues to just basically make these little nothing moves, I don't like that. It makes me nervous, just like it made me nervous back over here. But I have to remember, it is above the daily cloud. It is strong bullish. It is still looking good. I've had a great time here in Canada, despite the crazy planes, the birds, the travel, everything. It's been a great time, but I'm ready to go home to Tokyo. Here. I don't know if you could see. There's, oh no. Yeah, right there. Right there's a plane headed to the airport. That's where I'm headed tomorrow. I'm excited to go back home. So stay awesome, stay in the green, have an amazing weekend, you guys. Stay safe. And I said that in a really weird order. Peace.